Hey there everyone, Samuel here, and time for another vlog. Oh, excuse me. Hold on just a second here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. They finally made a difference to the iPods. It means I'd never have to get the horrible question, is that an iPhone ever again? And what do? They make ones that suddenly have some sort of color on the back of them. Yeah, I know. In fact, I'm not even talking to anyone right now. That was a fake call. Yeah. Why am I continuing this gag? I don't know either. Anyway, see ya. Yeah, I happen to have an app that allowed for a fake call, so I couldn't resist that. Anyway, the big news this week was, of course, that the new iPhones came out. And, ooh, what did we get out of the new iPhones? I'll admit, the fingerprint scanner was a bit interesting, but it's still not a big kaboom. And this whole thing has really, especially when you see tech journalists, the way they handled this, your big ones, your Leo Laporte, your people even that are big Mac fanboys or big iPhone fans, all had this little moment of, we don't know about this. And it made me think just a tad about, and I'm a gadget guy. You guys know me. I love gadgets. It's just, gadgetry. But I even found myself getting a bit underwhelmed. I mean, when we have to go as far as, you know what? One of our big things on our phone is we're going to make it gold. Yeah, cha-ching, make it gold. It's like, no, sorry. And this is less of a slight to Apple as much as it is the phone industry in general, because I'm finding this with most phone announcements nowadays, because like I said, I follow gadgetry, so you get a lot of phone announcements as you go, especially with Android and all these other things in the market. And it's made me think, have we hit the brick wall? Is there no big innovation coming out anymore? Every now and then gadgetry hits this area where it's sort of, smack. We've got no new things that are really going to blow people away. So we're just going to make tiny iterative changes. It's been this way with the iPhones for like years now, although since we have a short-term memory, every single time a new announcement happens, it's the same thing where we go, oh, well, that was a bit disappointing. It was more disappointing than last year, when really in the back of our heads, if we'd stop and think, we'd go, no, well, now wait a minute. Actually, it was disappointing last year too, but we just had the reality distortion field still having its leftovers as Jobs passed away for us to still have that going. But what can I say? At this point, I think cell phones have hit a brick wall. As I said, I think it's really going to take time for us to ever get a big iteration again. Is there a possibility of us having something new? Yes, of course. Is it wearable computing where you're going to have a Dick Tracy watch that you talk to? I really don't think so. I don't think you'll get enough people doing this. Wearable computing could be a big possibility in the world of technology, and trust me, I'm no expert, I just follow this stuff. But I don't think watches are going to be it, because especially in like the pedometer spectrum, I actually got a new treadmill recently, spoiler for an upcoming vlog, and my mother wears a wrist pedometer instead of a Fitbit because she lost hers. I've got my little sidearm Fitbit like normal, and the problem with walking on a treadmill is that you don't get all your steps registered like you do with a wrist as much as you do with something that measures your side movements. And so that sort of, put a pedometer in there, that'll make people like it, it's not as accurate. So there's just these tiny things. Do I think that wearable computing may be the next thing and that we've probably hit our brick wall with cell phones? Yeah, I do. Is that a bad thing? A lot of things hit those walls and we end up having to carry on to the next thing. So might I suggest that cell phones have hit their stride? It's a piece of technology that now has gone about as far as it can go, and now we just have to wait for the future to show up, like has happened in every single piece of technology as it is. So whenever you see an iPhone and you say, that's underwhelming, keep in mind, probably always going to be underwhelming no matter what phone you're talking about. Anyway, if you guys want to find all of my other vlogs where I've thought about all my other stuff, you can go to tscn.tv/vlog. And what about you? What do you think? Is there a possibility for phones to iterate? What do you think about wearable stuff? Am I completely crazy with the watch thing? Well, send in your feedback, samcastfeedback@gmail.com, or leave a comment below. I will answer them as I can. So, until next week, live your life, and, well, see you guys. This has been a production of the Samcast Network, tscn.tv. What's your passion?